So good morning, welcome along to Eclipse Motorcycles today. Today we're looking at this Echo 50 Plus. This one has the 12-inch wheels on this. Very nice little 50cc scooter, one of the best sellers for the last 7 years with the Lexmoto brand. Just a quick look around the bike on this. In the grey and the blue on this, very easy to maintain the engine. Very easy access to your dipstick at the rear of the bike. Very nice seating position on this. And those nice wide mirrors as well. Now this does have the 12-inch tyres compared to the 3.5 10s that you get on the standard Echo. And just to show you, a lot of people have been asking about the under-seat storage on these. So side lock on the seat, pop the seat up, and there is enough in there for a decent sized helmet. So you can get a full face helmet under these now, believe it or not. Just about. Obviously it depends on the size of your full face helmet. Very easy just to bang it down and lock it up, and your fuel tank to the back of the bike, and that is a locking fuel tank as well. Just seated on the bike, very simplistic controls on this. You've got your fuel gauge just to the top right here, indicators, main beam, and your speed to the centre. Now the mileage on this is in kilometres, and then to the right, start button, and then you've got the obligatory horn, indicators, and your main and dip beam. To the left hand controls, rear brake to the left, front brake to the right. Two little storage pockets here, enough to take your odd bits and pieces like your gloves, your wallet, your keys, etc, etc, and the little handbag clip, as we call it, or the bag clip, so you can put a bag of shopping, clip it over there and just hold it between your knees. So we're going to take this one out into traffic, give it a run up, and then get it on the road and show you what it can do. So just popping it off the main stand, hold the brake, give it a turn over, and there we go. So we're going to pull this out into traffic. And we're going to bet about half the road mileage on this morning. So we're looking to put about 10 kilometres on this. And obviously this has been the best selling bike for the last 7 or so years with Lexmoto, and it's no reason why. On the mirrors, as I say always, I've got about a third of my shoulder in those mirrors, so there is a nice view of the road and the cars behind, especially when they pull up close to your back bumper like the one behind has just done. So while we're waiting for the traffic lights to change, just to obviously let you know, this one has the bigger tyres. Not much difference, but there is a little bit better road holding. Obviously the bigger the tyre you go, the better the road holding. So this one is very nice to ride. Nice seating position as well, very spongy seat on this one. So it is very comfortable on the seat. And then once you've got your knees up, the riding position is very good on this. Very easy just to look down, check all your controls out. It's very easy to see where your speed is. So around about 1 o'clock on this, so 50k is just over 30 mile an hour. Does get up to speed very quickly on this one. So waiting for the lights to change, and then we're going to pull out into traffic and wind this up to speed. Give it some beans. It should change any second. Obviously the roadworks have been going on down here for the last 4 or 5 weeks where we test ride from. But once the lights change, then we can get out into some traffic. And we are away. So, full on the throttle. And away we go. Now obviously this is only a 50cc, so it's only going to do 30 mile an hour. But we're up to 30 mile an hour already. Occupying position number 1. Obviously with my weight on it as well. And I'm 1212, and it does hold the speed very well. It's not pulling back at all, but obviously it is only 30 mile an hour, so you have to make yourself aware of that traffic behind you, and that can be done very easily off these mirrors. And as I always say, nothing better than doing your shoulder checks all the time as well. So very easy with the riding position and these short bars to actually get a look over the shoulder to see what's going, and into the corners very well. And obviously it's on fresh rubber, so I'm just taking my time on this, bedding these tyres in for the customer, and then on to my obligatory bit of dual carriageway to rack up some mileage on this. So obviously we're selling a lot of these Echoes, obviously coming up to the college and the school season now. For all those new youngsters that are coming into biking, the 16-year-olds that are wanting one, or those people that have decided Car's a bit too much for me. I just want something to scoot backwards and forwards to work. Little Echo 50s, ideal little bike. We do 100 plus to the gallon on these. Maintenance very, very easy to do as well. Obviously that can be done through your official Lexmoto dealer. The servicing regimes on these, first one is at 300 kilometers, 186 miles. That's the first service. Comes around very, very quick on these little 50s, and then it is every 1,000 kilometers to service these. So if you are doing sort of decent distances on this, you're probably looking to be servicing around about every 2 to 3 months, depending on the mileage that you rack up. Obviously some people only doing 2 or 3 miles a day. You're going to be looking around about 6 months before service intervals are due. But I do absolutely love these little 50cc's. Now obviously Lexmoto have launched their range of new electric scooters and new electric bikes, and that is something to be looking forward to for the future. We have had our delivery of the Lexmoto electric scooters, so I'm going to be looking forward to getting out and actually test riding some of those. Obviously zero tax on those as well, which is going to be very, very good. And obviously you get your OLEV grant as well, which seriously discounts those bikes. So if you happen to live in inner London and you live in the congestion zone, then electric is going to be the way forward in your large cities. So looking to see how they actually do on the market over the next few months. Obviously just got over the bank holiday, so we have been doing sort of a lot over the bank holiday. We've been out riding, taking the big bike out as well, and had a meet up. That video should be up on my channel by now, so go and have a look at that. But a lot of Lexmotos now for customers. Now the bikes are arriving, we've got a lot of bikes to prepare and actually get out for customers. And obviously sitting in lane 1, which is where all the potholes and all the ruts are, this bike is very, very stable. So an ideal little 50cc ped just to get out and ride on. So what we're going to do, we're going to get some more mileage on this, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we get back in on the urban route. Now we're obviously looking to put about 10 kilometers on this, so we're 5 in at the moment. We're going to get some extra mileage on this bike, and I'll see you all in just a few. So just coming back off the dual carriageway mileage, making our way back into town. But so far 12 kilometers on the bike, absolutely no issues whatsoever. Handlebars set up nicely and correctly. All the PDI and QCs have been done on this one, and the ride test all good. So this is the first part of the ride test. Obviously we get another double lot of mileage on, but we always ride all bikes around about the 30 to 32 kilometers or 15 to 20 miles. And obviously on the 50s we sometimes do a little bit less if the bike is all good. That's normally our ride mileage on every bike we do. Very, very easy to see when you're indicating as well. Just look down and see that indicator light on, so you know that you've got indicators. But even around town, very, very nippy. And like all Lexmoto bikes, like I say, it does what it says on the tin. So you're looking at a nice cheap budget bike. And obviously the Echo's retail £1,100, but you're on the road fees as well, so £1,290 all in. With just over £1,000, you're getting a hell of a lot of bike for your money. And obviously if this lasts you a year, you're budgeting on riding around in a car, you'll be looking at spending about £20 a week or so, plus your road tax, plus your insurance. Get yourself one of these, cheap on the insurance, 100 miles to the gallon plus on these little bikes, and tax is just £20 a year. So ideal little urban commuter if you don't want to be using the car, or if you happen to be a new rider. As always, like I say with the videos, hit the like, hit the subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down if you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments on the sections below. Nice to know what you're getting up to with your bikes. So Lexmoto Echo 50 in grey and blue. As always, all the social media, easiest way is off the website, revbomb.co.uk. Eclipse motorcycles are on my page, or you can find them on Facebook by looking for the two scooters. All my social media on the last bit, so it's the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and the YouTube. Until next time, guys, and we're out on the next ride test in about an hour's time. Be well, ride safe, and from RB, it's a big goodbye from me.